Have you ever felt like you're perpetually running on a treadmill, expending immense energy but remaining stubbornly in the same place? Days bleed into weeks, weeks into months, and you find yourself yearning for a different landscape, a life sculpted by intention rather than dictated by habit. You envision a healthier you, a more productive you, a more fulfilled you, yet the chasm between aspiration and reality seems insurmountable. The sheer volume of self-help advice can feel overwhelming, a cacophony of voices offering conflicting strategies, leaving you more confused than empowered. We've all been there, haven't we? Trapped in patterns that no longer serve us, knowing we deserve more but struggling to break free from the inertia of the familiar. The truth is, lasting change isn't about grand gestures or overnight transformations. It's about the quiet accumulation of small, consistent actions, the daily rituals that, over time, reshape our identities and redefine our potential. We often underestimate the profound impact of these seemingly insignificant choices, dismissing them as too simple to be effective. We seek complex solutions to what are often fundamentally simple problems, overlooking the power of compounding habits. This isn't about becoming a productivity machine or adhering to some rigid, unattainable ideal. It's about consciously designing a life that aligns with your values, a life where your daily actions propel you toward your dreams, not further away from them. But the journey to building life-altering habits is rarely a linear one. It's fraught with challenges, setbacks, and moments of self-doubt. We stumble, we falter, we momentarily lose sight of our goals. The key is not to avoid these inevitable hurdles, but to learn how to navigate them with grace and resilience. To understand the underlying psychology of habit formation, to identify the triggers that derail us, and to develop strategies for staying the course, even when motivation wanes. This is about more than just willpower. It's about creating an environment that supports your growth, surrounding yourself with people who inspire you, and cultivating a mindset that embraces progress over perfection. Imagine waking up each day with a sense of purpose, knowing that your actions are contributing to a larger vision. Imagine feeling energized and focused, effortlessly making choices that align with your values. Imagine a life where healthy habits are not a chore but an integral part of your identity, a source of joy and fulfillment. This is not a pipe dream. It's an achievable reality. But it requires a willingness to look inward, to challenge your beliefs, and to commit to a process of continuous learning and growth. We're not going to give you a magic formula or a quick fix. Instead, we'll explore the deeper principles of habit formation, the subtle nuances that separate fleeting resolutions from lasting transformations. We'll delve into the science of behavior change, uncovering the hidden forces that drive our actions. And, most importantly, we'll provide you with practical tools and strategies that you can immediately implement in your own life. This is an invitation to embark on a journey of self-discovery, to unlock your hidden potential, and to create a life that truly reflects the person you aspire to be. A life where your habits empower you, not define you. Now, let's delve into the specific hurdles that often trip us up in our pursuit of transformative habits. It's one thing to understand the theory of habit formation, but quite another to navigate the messy reality of our daily lives. One of the most pervasive obstacles is the allure of instant gratification. We live in a world that constantly bombards us with temptations, offering immediate pleasure at the expense of long-term well-being. That sugary snack provides a momentary surge of energy, but it sabotages our health goals. That extra hour of scrolling through social media offers fleeting entertainment, but it steals precious time from our creative pursuits. This constant battle between our immediate desires and our long-term aspirations can feel exhausting, leading us to succumb to the path of least resistance. Another significant challenge lies in the realm of negative self-talk. That insidious inner voice that whispers doubts, amplifies fears, and undermines our confidence. It tells us we're not good enough, that we're destined to fail, that we're simply not capable of achieving our goals. This constant barrage of negativity can erode our motivation, making it difficult to even begin the process of building new habits. It creates a self-fulfilling prophecy, where our limiting beliefs become our reality. Recognizing this inner critic and learning to challenge its pronouncements is a crucial step in breaking free from its grip. Furthermore, many of us struggle with the all-or-nothing mentality. We believe that if we can't adhere to our new habits perfectly, then we might as well give up entirely. We set unrealistic expectations for ourselves, demanding immediate and flawless results. This perfectionistic approach sets us up for disappointment and discouragement. When we inevitably stumble, we interpret it as a sign of failure, reinforcing our negative self-image. Cultivating a more compassionate and forgiving attitude toward ourselves is essential for sustainable habit change. Remember, progress, not perfection, is the ultimate goal. Consider, too, the influence of our environment. We are, to a large extent, products of our surroundings. If we're constantly surrounded by negativity, temptation, and distractions, it will be incredibly difficult to cultivate positive habits. Conversely, if we create an environment that supports our goals, we'll be much more likely to succeed. This might involve decluttering our physical space, curating our social media feeds, or seeking out communities of like-minded individuals. Our environment should be a source of inspiration and support, not a constant barrage of obstacles. Of course, the fear of failure is a powerful deterrent for many. The prospect of investing time and effort into something, only to see it crumble before our eyes, can be paralyzing. We fear the judgment of others, the disappointment of ourselves, and the potential confirmation of our deepest insecurities. Overcoming this fear requires a shift in perspective. Instead of viewing failure as a reflection of our worth, we must embrace it as a valuable learning opportunity. Each setback provides us with insights, lessons, and opportunities for growth. It's through our failures that we truly discover our resilience and our capacity for adaptation. Reflecting on this journey so far, a distinct pattern emerges, a dance between intention and resistance, aspiration and inertia. It's as if we're navigating a labyrinth, each turn presenting a choice, to succumb to the familiar echoes of old habits or to venture into the uncharted territory of self-discovery. The walls of this labyrinth are built not of brick and mortar, but of ingrained beliefs, unconscious patterns, and the subtle yet persistent pull of comfort. As we navigate these internal corridors, we begin to understand that the key isn't to demolish the labyrinth entirely, but to learn its pathways, to anticipate its twists and turns. It's about transforming the labyrinth from a prison into a playground, a space where we can experiment, explore, and ultimately evolve. The tools we gather along the way, self-compassion, environmental awareness, and a willingness to embrace imperfection, become our guiding lights, illuminating the path forward. Consider the cumulative effect of these insights as akin to tending a garden. We don't simply plant seeds and expect instant results. We cultivate the soil, we water the seedlings, we protect them from pests and weeds. We understand that growth is a gradual process, requiring patience, dedication, and a deep understanding of the ecosystem we're creating. Similarly, cultivating life-changing habits requires nurturing our inner landscape, tending to our thoughts, emotions, and actions with the same care and attention. Drawing these threads together, we see that the pursuit of lasting change is not a destination but a continuous journey of self-refinement. It's about embracing the inherent messiness of life, acknowledging our vulnerabilities, and celebrating our small victories. The habits we cultivate become the scaffolding upon which we build our lives, providing structure, stability, and a sense of purpose. But it's crucial to remember that this scaffolding is not rigid or inflexible. It's a dynamic framework that evolves and adapts as we grow and change. In light of these insights, the path forward becomes clearer, a path paved with intention, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to self-growth. It's a path that requires us to be both students and teachers, constantly learning from our experiences and sharing our wisdom with others. As we approach the threshold of final reflection, let us carry with us the understanding that the power to transform our lives lies not in some external force, but within ourselves. The seeds of change have already been sown. It is now up to us to nurture them, to cultivate them, and to watch them blossom into the lives we were always meant to live. So, where does this journey leave us, standing at the precipice of lasting change? It leaves us not with a completed checklist or a guaranteed outcome, but with a profound shift in perspective, a quiet revolution in the way we perceive ourselves and our potential. The core message woven throughout this exploration is not merely about acquiring new habits, but about cultivating a deeper relationship with ourselves, one built on compassion, understanding, and unwavering self-belief. It's about recognizing that the power to transform our lives resides not in some external force or magical formula, but within the very essence of our being. The true alchemy lies in transmuting the lead of self-doubt and limiting beliefs into the gold of self-acceptance and unwavering conviction. This isn't a passive process. It demands active participation, a willingness to confront our shadows, and the courage to embrace our vulnerabilities. It requires us to dismantle the narratives that no longer serve us, the the stories we've been telling ourselves for years, and to rewrite them with intention, purpose, and a deep sense of self-worth. The habits we choose to cultivate become the brushstrokes with which we paint the masterpiece of our lives. Each small, consistent action contributes to the overall composition, shaping the contours of our reality and defining the boundaries of our potential. But it's crucial to remember that the canvas is not static. It's constantly evolving, shifting, and adapting to the ever-changing landscape of our lives. And so, too, must our habits be flexible, adaptable, and responsive to the needs of our evolving selves. The journey towards lasting change is not a sprint. It's a marathon, requiring endurance, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to the long game. There will be moments of doubt, moments of frustration, and moments when we feel like giving up entirely. But it's during these moments that our self-compassion becomes our greatest ally, reminding us that we are human, that we are imperfect, and that it's okay to stumble along the way. The key is not to avoid these setbacks, but to learn from them, to extract the lessons they hold, and to use them as fuel for our continued growth. Perhaps the most profound insight gleaned from this exploration is the understanding that true transformation is not about becoming someone else, but about becoming more fully ourselves. It's about stripping away the layers of conditioning, the masks we wear to please others, and revealing the authentic, radiant being that lies beneath. It's about embracing our unique strengths, accepting our imperfections, and celebrating the beauty of our individuality. The true practice begins now, not as a rigid adherence to a set of rules, but as a gentle exploration of our inner landscape, a continuous refinement of our thoughts, emotions, and actions. It's about living each day with intention, purpose, and a deep sense of gratitude for the gift of life. It's about recognizing that we are the architects of our own destinies, the creators of our own realities, and that the power to transform our lives lies within our grasp. Embrace the journey, trust the process, and know that you are capable of far more than you ever imagined.